Are you tired of the standard, plain, run-of-the-mill putting surface? For around $10, I'll help you take an average putting green to the next level by adding rough, sand traps, little flags, multiple holes, and bumps. Because these aren't attached to anything, you can move them around for an unlimited combination of holes. Makes for a lot of fun. Interested? Here we go. I got feedback that some people didn't like my red holes. Well, I found some gold caps. And if you take one of these red caps and just spray it with some white paint, you've now got the white hole that everybody wants. These sand traps are a simple and fun idea. You can get some remnants, go to a carpet place, they're always throwing them out, construction sites. This was just from putting in some new carpeting, and this was the scraps. Simple and fun, costs almost nothing if you have the carpeting. You could even use blue for some water traps. Made a rough outline, kind of followed it with a straight edge, cut it out. Just like the AstroTurf carpeting, this gives off a little bit of dust. You can suck it up with a vacuum cleaner. And then all I did is I took some duct tape, I do the perimeter, and then I just fill in the rest. You want to make sure you take the frays out on the end here. It's a simple, fun barrier, and it just gives something for the balls to ride up on. It's not sand, but it's a lot cleaner. I got this doormat from Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm not a big fan of the daisy, so I took that off. But you can see that this is another thing. I'm going to cut some patterns out and make some rough. Here's the details on this particular door scraper mat. They cost $4 or $5 a piece on sale. And I'm going to try to maximize the number of roughs I can make. So I took a silver marker because it would show up good on the black, and I just scribed some areas and general contours to give me a sense of what I might be able to get out of this thing. I'm kind of happy with it. Now we're just going to use a straight edge cutter just like we did for the carpeting and cut these out. That was a lot easier than I thought. It cut up well. Got a little scrap here and there, but just kind of odd shapes that I'll put on the course, and that much scrap. So I got 4 roughs I can now add to my putting surface. And you can do this with any putting green to kind of liven up your game a little bit. Putting course wouldn't be complete without a couple flags. This is just regular standard tubing, trying to emulate the pipe in a golf course. It's important that you get a 1/4 inch because you're going to use 1/4 inch hardware, just 1/2 inch, and you're just going to screw that in there like this. Now, how long to make it? This one here, this is 10 inches long, but you could make it a foot. And then the base is just, it's one of those little slider things. You could use a metal cap, something with a low profile. You get some white flat paint, the same that you spray paint the holes with. Drilled a 1/4 inch hole here, a couple washers, spray paint those. Cut this out a little bit, put the white washer on top for just a little added stability. Start it up and screw it on. A little duct tape flag. I thought about using cloth, but the duct tape's nice, and actually, you know, this has got a little bend in it, an imperfection, but it also looks like it's kind of flowing in the wind. I'm going to make a blue one and a red one. This is a 7-inch piece of duct tape, and I'm just going to roll it, bring it over, and here's the tricky part. Just going to have to come down flat and then just follow it down. You're going to have a little excess, and that's fine. You just trim it off, and there you go. You got a flag. So for no more than a couple dollars, you got 2 putting green flags. This one's 11 inches tall, this one's 10 inches tall. I'm going to try 11 inch to see if it makes any difference. And I made them different colors, and that way you'll know which one you're going for. The red hole or the blue hole. And here's another simple thing you can do. Take one of the mats and the perimeter foam, lay it out like this, and then put underneath the green. And then you can have a little divot. Won't work for every putting green, but it does work for my design. And there you go. It's hard to see, but it's actually sitting down a little bit and raised up. So when you put the ball, it lands up on the sand trap. And as I showed in my previous video, you can take cardboard, or I have a bunch of these foam things, and slide them underneath. It's just one of the reasons I like this design so much. And make any contour, slopes that you want. Changing it up into an unlimited of putting green. It's not just a green surface, it's totally moldable and adjustable. Stay tuned for my next video where you'll see how to make real sand traps and real water hazards. Coming soon. Thumbs up and comments always appreciated.